Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, I have logged in from other system. One second. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, Shrikant. Is it
Hi, Gopal.
audible?
Namaste.
Hello.
Say Gopal.
Is it audible?
Is it on? Yes, yes, it's audible.
Okay. Okay. Because actually there is some problem in laptop, so I have started my desktop,
Okay,
but
okay.
later it is actually working properly. So all the all the things actually it is in my laptop, so I want to continue in my laptop. So okay, let me.
Gopal, I'm getting this sound. Is it my problem or your problem?
Echo actually, I don't know. Maybe
Yesterday it was okay.
yesterday it was good. Yeah, you're right. So it is
Mm,
the problem with somebody maybe joined. Okay, tomorrow we'll check actually what is the problem actually.
okay,
So tomorrow I will create a a go to meeting and I will send a link. So it will be better like thing
okay.
for this. Okay. Okay. So let me share my screen. Presenter. One second. Ready? Actually, one more guy. Ready? Can you give a like make me as a presenter because there is no presenter. It is showing that. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah. Actually, can't able to share my desktop. Actually, let me talk to this guy. Ready? Srikanth. Hold for 2 minutes.
Okay, okay.
Uh, this guy. Multiple. Hello.
Hello?
Yeah, actually the problem is I can't able to share my screen. That is actually see the picture of Fortune because somebody has to give this guy. Okay, let me talk to this guy actually. He has to make me as a presenter so I can share my screen. Otherwise I can't. That is the problem.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, give me 1 second.
Okay.
Srikanth, can you do some favor? Can you call to this Ashita Tech and ask me as a presenter because I am trying to reach them. I can't able to reach. Srikanth?
Hello.
Yeah.
I can't see
Can
your
you call?
screen.
Hmm?
I can't see your screen right now.
That's right actually because it is the WebEx meeting created by Harshita guy. So he has to make me as a presenter, then I can share my screen. So I'm trying to reach him, but I can't able to reach him.
Should I call him?
Yeah, you try from your end.
Okay, I will also try. Okay.
Yeah, you try because just now I
Just
have tried.
hold on 2
Yeah.
minutes. I will be back.
Okay, no problem, no problem. Srikant, are you able to reach them?
Okay, it's getting busy. Hello? I'm getting busy.
Hello?
I'm getting busy. Users are getting. అంటే శ్రీకాంత్ మాట్లాడుతున్నారు సార్ యాక్చువల్లీ ఆయన స్క్రీన్ షేరింగ్ చేయలేకపోతున్నారు ఒకసారి ఆయనతో మాట్లాడండి ఆయన స్క్రీన్ నాకు కనబడట్లేదు
అది షేర్ చేయాలమ్మా ఓకే Hello, Srikanth?
Yeah, now I can see.
Yeah, good. So maybe that is a technical issue, so we'll fix from tomorrow onwards.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Coming to the class, actually today, yesterday it was demo, so we have discussed what we are going to actually work on our course and what are the contents and all this. Actually, yesterday we discussed. Coming to class, actually we will start software testing fresh, and we'll go each and every point, actually point by point we will discuss. Okay.
Okay.
So are you now your idea is good and you can able to see my screen, am I right?
Yeah, I can see you. Echo
Yeah.
also not
Okay.
coming now.
Echo?
Echo is also not coming now.
Okay, good. So you are fine with screen and at the same
And
time
yeah,
audio and video. Okay, good. So coming to software testing, so we will start our class.
okay.
By definition today, actually yesterday, like I told, like you can say that, okay, what is software testing? Software testing is the intention to find out the defects. So simple way you can say that it is an intention to find out the defects to improve the quality of the software. So this is a common way. So there is a definition way, like so many people they have their own definitions, but you want to know those kind of actually for the information sake. So there are like a few definitions, like it is available. Are you able to see my PPT?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So now like we will discuss one by one. So the first one is the process of executing a program with intent to certify the quality. So the same, the meaning will be the same. If you go any definition, here the intention to find out the defects or find out the issues or maybe deviations which are in the software. Why we will do to certify the quality, to improve the quality. That is the intention here. So the first definition you can understand, like the process of executing a program with the intent to certify the quality. Are you okay with this definition?
Okay.
Okay.
Should I note it down or you will share this the PPT?
Come again?
Should I note it down or you will share this PPT?
I will share this PPT and I'm going to share this PPT and I'm going to share the notes. I mean, complete testing notes and all this actually. So, okay. And if any like notepad or paint actually which we have discussed as part of our course, I will sure share those also. No need to worry about the notes and all. You just actually concentrated on the basic understanding. At the same time, if you want any definition way, it is available here. But instead of definition, you have to understand why we will do software testing and what is the advantages, and all these actually course need to be implemented on the real time. That is actually important. So you concentrate on those areas instead of like writing down. No need to writing down here because I'm going to share the PPT notes. If any other information I have, I will share. No need to worry about. Okay. So okay, go to the first one, the process of executing a program with the intent to certify the quality. So here actually we are going to execute a program. What is our intention here? To certify the quality. So we have a software and we have a code. We will execute that code with our test cases, test scripts, so many things actually. To certify the quality, that is the intention here. And second definition, the process of executing a program with intent to finding a failures and faults. See, as a developer, they will do some coding. So they understand the requirement. So now you understand, you are familiar with the requirements and some kind of actually words which are related to testing, which we have discussed yesterday. If you don't understand any word or any, if you feel any word which is not relevant or maybe not relevant, which are new to you, so you just ask me, no issues for me. Okay?
Okay, sure.
So here actually the process of executing a program with intent of finding a failures and faults. So as a developer, like there are requirements, the requirements actually gathered from the client, and those requirements actually they have understand, they have designed, and they have done some coding. After that, what actually being a tester, once code is ready, we will start our execution. I mean, our testing process will start. So how the execution will start, how the testing process will start, we will discuss in our later classes. You will be confused in the day one, okay?
Okay.
So here actually executing a program. So you have some mobile, okay. We will go with the real time or live examples which we are actually facing daily, okay. So once the mobile is actually came delivered to you, what you will do, you will open that mobile in your delivery packet and you will just find out the mobile is there, first one. That is also one kind of testing. So then you switch on the mobile. That is also one part of your as part of your testing, like step by step you will discuss. First you will check the mobile is there. If mobile is there, you will switch on the mobile and then you will just verify the screen is coming and like expected results are coming in the mobile. In the same way, software is ready, the code is ready, then what tester will do, he will execute the program. What is his intention, why he is executing? The requirements are already there. It is actually meeting our requirement or not, the client requirement. So code is there, requirement is there. Both are actually satisfying or not. That is the intention here. So here you have to understand the main thing is a particular requirement is satisfying. Our code is satisfying the requirement or not. That is the intention mainly. If any deviation, what we will do, we will
report to developer.
Yeah, we will actually report as a complaint or defect or bug or those actually terminologies like we will discuss in our upcoming classes. So here the second definition, are you okay? Are you fine with the second definition? What is actually they are saying?
Yes. Okay.
Okay. Sorry. Yeah. Go to third one. The process of exercising software to verify that satisfy the specified requirement and detect the errors. So all definitions, what they are saying that what we are doing, we are actually executing the code and verify that particular code is meeting our requirement or client requirement. Okay.
Exercising
if any come again.
Exercising software.
Exercising is softwareing is nothing but actually executing the code. So we are verifying.
Okay.
The same meaning, but different people will say different definitions. But here the main intention is what is software testing. You have to understand. Like in the interview, say definitely. Can you please explain what is testing? At that time, if you go like if you just say definition way. Definitely like okay, this guy actually read something and telling something. You should not like that. Okay, being an experienced guy, like if you are coding 2 years or if you're going fresher, like your way of like answering it maybe definition way. But if you are an experienced guy, like you should be in a position to frame your words and you have to tell in a real time. That is important.
Okay.
So, like, let me like give a definition. What is software testing? Suppose if I ask as an interviewer, you have to say like, okay, software testing is it is the intention to find out the defects by executing the program or code. Simple.
Okay.
So, if any deviation, what we will do? We will report as a complaint. Like normally, we will talk bugs, defects, and all later. But normally, if you feel something is deviated, what you feel, definitely you will raise as a complaint. In the same way, while executing a code or while doing a testing, we found any deviations or issues, any errors, what we will do, we will raise as a defect. Okay? As of now, just you understand like this. Then later we will go in depth of what is defect, how you will report the defects, in what ways we will report, how when a defect will become a bug. Okay, we will discuss in our later class. So, are you comfortable with this three definitions?
Oh, yeah, comfort.
Yeah. Okay, I'm moving to next slide. Okay.
Okay.
So, okay, anyway, now what is testing you understand. But while doing testing, there should be some objectives. Without any objective, if you do something, there is no use. Am I right?
Yes.
So, in the same way, testing should have some objectives. So, now we are going to discuss about the testing objectives. So, testing is to identify the errors as many as possible in the application or system. Suppose, what is the objective? Like while doing any testing, you have to find out as many as errors, deviations, issues, and you need to report to developer, and they have to fix it. Fix is nothing but repair the
Defect.
code. Okay. So what? Yeah. You have any doubt? Tell me.
No. Carry on.
Yeah. While executing, what you will do? You will find any error. Okay, boss, I got this error, and I am sending as a defect. Please look into this and fix it. Fix is nothing but repair the defect. Once developer will go through the defect and he will see, okay, this is a defect, he will accept it, and then he will modify accordingly as per the requirement, and then he will fix, and that code is actually passed to that particular fix will be applicable to our code. Then code is ready. Then we will start once again our testing. If it is working fine, no issues. Otherwise, we will once again revert back to him. So, normal process I am telling, but later we will discuss in depth of the flow. So, like a first point is objective. Suppose you are doing something, there should be some objectives. What we are discussing, objectives. Find out the as many as possible errors, issues. And a good test case is one has a high probability of finding and at two undiscovered errors. See how we will test actually our code by writing test cases. So what is test case? How it will look like, and how you will execute the test case, and what is the test data, we will discuss later. Actually, those are actually terminology of software testing: test case, test data, execution, code. These are actually terminologies. Maybe you aware of, no problem. If you feel any doubt related to this, it will come up in next classes. No need to worry about now. Okay?
Okay.
And a successful test case, what is actually objective? Main objective, find out the defects and to improve the quality. To find out many defects as many as possible and report, and it should improve the quality. The second point. And third point actually, and fourth point we will go. This it is same as third point. Fourth point is application is reliable and maintainable. See, suppose you are accessing any website. Suppose, can you give a website like you go visit very regularly?
Gmail.
It's a very regular website you will visit regularly. Suppose if you send an email, like okay, you open a new email and click on the new email. If it is not actually, once you clicked on the email is not actually went to the particular guy, what do you feel? Hey, Gmail is not working, man. It is actually throwing some errors. It is not reliable.
Okay.
Such kind of actually propaganda and news will spread. So that actually kills your image. Am I right? I mean, yes. Gmail image. So when the application is working properly and it gives actually expected result of your end user, then only the application is reliable. Am I right?
Yes.
So if you do proper testing, if you do proper kind of actually testing, then only the reliability will come. Suppose if you click on new email, the new email is not open, there is no use. So definitely, yeah, it is an error. And next time, what do you feel? Okay, I don't want to use this email. I'll go from Yahoo or some XYZ. Okay.
Yes.
So definitely the reliability will gone. So by software testing, we will increase the reliability on the application. Am I right?
Right.
And at the same time maintainable. Okay, if you are actually proper testing is done, your application is properly maintained. Okay, the particular inbox should be available. That is the requirement. If there is no proper testing, developer has done something, he has prepared a code and it is actually went to the public. If there is no new email kind of button, definitely there is no reliability and maintainability.
Yes.
So by software testing, we are actually giving a reliability to our application or product. By this, actually, we are increasing the user friendly. So if you are actually giving a proper application, reliable application, definitely there should be like increase of your reliability and user friendliness. So these are the actually objectives while doing testing also. So what you have to concentrate in this area, why we are doing testing here, to increase the reliability, quality, find out as many as defects and give a quality product. That is the objective of our software testing. You are clear? Any questions you can ask?
Can you explain maintainability?
Maintainability is nothing but simple. As usual, like our application, it is actually having any issues, you can't able to maintain.
Okay.
Am I right? Suppose you click on like in your mobile, you click on dialer button, dialer logo, you should open the dial pad. If you are actually not working, you should not maintain that. Okay, I don't want this product, I don't want this. So maintainability is nothing but it is actually retainability, you can say that. So Gmail is working properly. Now what we are doing, we are using Gmail since long time. It is a maintainability.
Yes, yes.
So that is the actually use of software testing.
Okay.
So you are giving a reliability, maintainability, giving a quality. By software testing, we are giving to the public. Any questions? Like we will move to the next slide.
No question.
Okay, are you good? Are you fine?
Yeah, fine.
Because you stop me anywhere, like you feel any ambiguity, I mean any issue, you are not understand, you stop me there, we will discuss, and if you don't understand, like I will frame some examples for more understanding. No need to worry. Okay?
Okay.
So like you have to understand properly. If you understand, so definitely you will like what you will do normally. If you understand better way, definitely you will try to get a job.
Yeah.
Otherwise you will lose your importance on software testing. You start actually not working on the job training. That is the actually major motto. So better understanding, better actually practice, and all this actually make you to get a good job. That is the intention here.
Okay.
So if you practice well, if you understand well, then you practice well and you implement well, then definitely you will get a job.
Yeah.
Getting a software job is very easy if you understand properly, and you should be understand in a real time, realistic way, not a bookish way.
Yeah. Correct.
Okay.
Okay.
So the intention, like why I'm just telling this. Okay, I can finish my course like very fast. That is not a actually problem for me. Okay, I'll give an example and I will pass this slide. It's not a problem, but you should be in a comfortable and you should actually implement what you have actually understand, and then you will get a job. That is the actually objective. In the same way, testing have objective. You should have some objective. To reach your objective, you should be in a understandable and achievable way. Then only it will work out. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. We'll go to next slide. Okay. Okay. So definitely, if you want to do some testing, there should be some principles. Without any principles, you can't achieve your objectives. Am I right?
Right.
Suppose you are actually doing something, you want to actually achieve some job. For that, actually, what you have to do? You should actually put your objectives. For that, to achieve your objectives, there should be some rules or responsibilities, some kind of principles you have to maintain. In the same way, to achieve your objectives, you should actually follow some principles. In the same way, testing have some principles. So now we are going to discuss about the testing principles. So testing shows a presence of defects. So while doing testing, what will be actually your motto? To find out more defects. That is actually, yeah. Then only like, okay, client, why he is paying to you as a tester? He wants to find out more defects at the time of testing phase. Instead of it is actually the code or application went to public. If public actually find so many defects, and once again after it is actually reverting back, and after fixing and we are releasing to public, so we are actually losing the reliability. Am I right? Instead of actually finding as a tester, you are not finding, and once it is actually released to the public and public is finding a defects. I mean, okay, I have released a software, new software, like you have Android phone or iPhone, which phone you are using? Hello?
Here.
Yeah, which phone you are using, Android or iPhone?
Android mobile.
Okay. So Android now, there is a 5 version is going on now. So the new, yeah, the 5 version is going on. Like company is planning to release the 6th version. Am I right? Now 6th version is the latest. They are going to release a 6th version. So once actually it is migrated to 5 from 6th, definitely you will check. Okay, is while using, yeah. Definitely, you will find any defect. Definitely, you will report. Nowadays, actually, no need to report. If you find any defect, any application crash, any issue, definitely it will redirect to the Google. You know that?
Yeah.
So many defects actually once it is released to public is finding so many issues. Definitely, it is actually not good for testing team. As a tester, also you have to find more defects. That is your principle. That is the thumb rule.
Yes.
And adjustive testing is not possible. Here, the principle is there is a application, and application having so many functionalities. But being a shorter time, you can't able to do more testing because of short period. So adjustive testing is not possible. So now this point actually you can't understand because a beginner. But I'm trying to explain most complete testing.
Okay.
So this is one principle. Because why? Because
that means entire application testing at a time.
Not at a time.
Okay.
The application, if you want to test entire application, suppose like there is a tenure of 5 days for testing. Suppose the complete release is 1 month. Let us assume.
Okay.
Release means one application migration from 5 to 6. Like we will take as Android as an example for understanding. Okay, let me open my notepad. So time opening for this is release. What is this release name? Upgrade.
Okay.
Suppose 5 to 6 actually is our release. So definitely there should be a time period for anything.
Yes.
So 1 month is the release time, but they don't give complete 1 month as a tenure. They will give some requirements. Are you following me?
Yes, I'm following.
Okay. Initially what they will do, they will give requirements. Then what we will do, we will understand the requirement. For this requirement actually understanding all this, we need 4 to 5 days. As a tester, as a developer, they have their own task and they have to understand. To do testing, you have to understand the requirement. As a tester, your role. As a developer, he has to develop the application as per the new requirements. He has to understand that. So for that, there is a time period of 5 days or something. So okay, let me open the Excel sheet so you'll understand better. Sorry. Okay, our release is 30 days. For development requirements 5 days. Now you understand what is the requirement gathering and all this.
Yeah.
What is requirement gathering and understanding 5 days. Development 2 days, not 2 days. Development takes more time than in 10 days. Then testing 5 days and some UAT. We will discuss later actually what is UAT and all this. 2 days, 3 days. Then move to production. Okay, suppose how many days this? Around 23. So out of 30 days, you will get only for 4 to 5 days only for your testing.
Okay.
So within the 5 days, you can't able to test each and everything which is available in the requirement.
Yes.
They are going to say this. Okay, which are important to the client, which are more important requirements, sometimes because of time constraint.
Okay.
So at the time, we will use this principle. Okay, we can't able to give 100% of testing, 95% we will test the application, 5% actually based on time availability. So testers should have some hold on with them. Definitely you will put this as a principle. Otherwise, why you are not done this? Because of time constraint, I can't able to do this. Because it seems to be you told like you are not actually, this is not an important requirement. We have actually kept aside because we are concentrated on the main requirements.
Main requirement.
There should be escape point for anybody. So for this, actually, this is a principle, but it is not a 100% based on your client acceptance.
Okay.
Okay. So we'll discuss like this point actually more detail because now we are in the initial stage. You can't understand completely why this point is required. Okay.
Okay.
And testing plan should be completed before testing activities. So yesterday we have discussed this test plan. So test plan, what is test plan? It is actually when you are going from Hyderabad to Bangalore, you have some planning. So without planning you can't able to go, but you can go without planning also. But if you go planning, you will reach your destination properly. That is, there should be a planning. In the same way, test planning should be prepared before your testing activities.
Okay.
That is the one principle. For your understanding, this is. So while you start your testing, you should in a capability, okay, how I have to start and what I have to do and what I have to achieve. This need to be actually, if it is in your mind, definitely you will go in a proper way. That is the intention here. And testing team should work independently. Okay, the code is already there. We can start our testing. Without actually any code, you can't do. So there is a dependency on developer.
Okay.
So there should not be any dependency on other people. We should be in a free way and we can actually do our work. Then only the objective we can reach. Am I right?
Yes.
So this is actually why I have mentioned these points. You can understand later. If you want, we can actually keep aside and we will discuss further also. No problem. If you don't understand, you can stop me now. If you feel okay, we can proceed. We will further. Okay. Testing should start early as possible in the SDLC. So these are the small common principles, and there are few more principles also, like based on the project, based on the actually environment, based on the criticality. Suppose like there is a release of 30 days, but only 2 days they have given for testing. At that time, within 2 days, you can able to achieve your objective or not. You have to achieve your objective, but you don't have a time. Hello.
Yeah. So in that case, we should test only for the main modules, right? Testing.
Voice is not clear, Srikanth.
Okay, 1 second. Actually, if the time is less, means we should test only the main modules, which affect the software, right?
Because you don't have proper time.
Yeah, we have.
So that part actually, this point actually saying testing should start as early as possible in the SDLC. In the software development cycle, testing if you start early, you'll achieve your goal. You will have enough time. You will have proper time for your testing. Then you will achieve your goals and the proper quality you can give as a tester. That is actually we will say that okay, we need this time to achieve our goals. Okay. So for understanding to achieve your objective, there should be some principles. So as of now, we have discussed the principles. These are the some points actually I have mentioned. So the main points I have mentioned, you can actually put as a principles like based on your projects and your environment. It will change from project to project. Okay.
Okay.
So are you okay? We'll move to next slide if you are okay. If you have any questions, you can come up.
Okay, just 1 minute.
Yeah.
Okay, we can move to next slide.
Okay. Now we are entered into the software life cycle. So software life cycle. Come again, Srikanth.
SDLC, right?
Yes. SDLC means development life cycle.
Okay.
Software life cycle or software development cycle, both are same.
Okay.
So software life cycle is a description of the event occur between the birth and death of the software project inclusively. So if you say like definition way, you can't able to understand properly. So what is actually meaning of the software development life cycle? The starting point and the birth of the software to complete of your software. Complete life cycle, we can say that software development life cycle.
Yeah, starting from requirements gathering to until live.
Testing and installation and all this. From start point to end point. Simple like definitions you can prepare like while going to interview, or instead of preparing the definition, you understand what is actually happening in the software development life cycle. Definitely you will frame while saying in your interview. So simple. SDLC or software life cycle, software development cycle, all are same. So here actually there are few definitions. We'll go to the second one. The software lifecycle is a description of the event that occur between birth and death of the software project inclusively. Same.
Both
Definitely,
are same.
both are same. Maybe typo, both are actually same. I have copied twice maybe. And define a concrete strategy to engineer some software artifact. So it is a kind of actually engineering process. What is our achievement to complete our software? That is the actually he is trying to say that. So SDLC is a separate into the phases and steps and stages. So we have discussed yesterday what is software development cycle. It is actually from the starting like birth point to death of the software project inclusively.
Okay.
And it is having phases like requirement gathering and analysis, and then design, and then we will first we will start with feasibility study, then requirement gathering, then design, then coding, then testing, then installation and maintenance. These are actually stages. So you can give any definition which you want, but the main thing is you are in a position to understand and explain at the time of interview.
Okay.
So now definitions like you will get through this, but understand what is software development cycle. We will move to the next slide. Yesterday anyway we have discussed this point. So we will discuss each and every point actually in our next classes. What is feasibility study and what is the outcome of the feasibility study, and what is the system analysis like requirement analysis. So what is the output of that, and design. So once requirements are ready, we will design, like developers will design that, a prototype kind of stuff. So what is the actually process they will follow, and what will be the output, we will discuss in our further classes. And at the same time coding after design, coding will start, and after coding what will be the output. In the same way testing. So our main agenda is testing, but before like moving to software testing life cycle, you should be in a position to understand what is actually happening in the software development cycle, life cycle. That is important. Without development life cycle, if you go directly software testing life cycle, there is no use. You should be in a position to understand what is development. So what is the process steps in the development. Then only, okay, being a tester, there are some development ways. At the same time, development and testing will start parallelly. Some of the actually models, development once we finish, testing will start. So you have to know what is development life cycle also. That is the importance of life cycle. If you are very good in life cycle, development life cycle, so you will be very comfortable which model your project will follow. So once you are actually deputed one project, those project will follow. There are some models actually we will discuss in future. Waterfall model, V model, Agile model. So many models are there in the development phases. So if you understand better development life cycle, you will be in a comfortable zone. Okay, that is the intention here.
Okay.
So testing, so that is a major agenda, and then installation and maintenance. Maintenance is nothing but it is a kind of like one software is finished and we are hand over to our client, and client using our software. So day to day, so many actually changes is happening. Now, okay, we'll take Flipkart or Amazon as an example, because nowadays those are very popular. Everybody, they are doing shopping in Flipkart or Amazon, some other XYZ websites. So Amazon initially they have prepared the software, but based on the day-to-day changes, they have to change their websites also. Suppose earlier, if you order, your delivery will be 7 days. Suppose.
Okay.
Because of competition, they want to change. Okay, they want to change the delivery process within 2 days. So there is a change. Definitely, if you order, like you place a order, after that, like, okay, the expected delivery it is showing. Have you observed any time in Amazon or Flipkart? You are a good actually online buyer. First, I have to ask that.
Actually, I buy mostly online.
Online. So it's a good example for you, I think. So once you place the order, what will happen? Okay, the expected delivery time it will display. Am I right?
Yes,
So
yes.
2 days or 3 days. But
Yeah.
I'm telling, like, before 5 years, once Amazon was there, the initial 5 years back, there was no competition. So if you get a product by after 7, it will be delivered after 7 days also. There is no competition at that time. It was served there, Amazon or maybe other
Flipkart.
websites, they have surveyed.
Yeah.
But nowadays, actually, it is very competitive field. So the delivery should be very fast. So for that, they have changed the delivery process within 2 days. So definitely
Yeah.
earlier, the delivery process within 7 days we will delivery. Now it is changed to 2 days. Definitely there is a change in your application. Am I right? Change in your application. Definitely somebody have to change from 7 to 2 days. So that is a change in your system.
Okay.
So once software is ready also, there should be some maintenance. Maintenance kind of stuff will come to this picture. Okay. Change in your existing functionality, changing in your existing code, or maybe new features will come. As day to day, so many new features will come in the market.
Yeah.
So those need to be implemented in your application. Then only you will survey in your market. Am I right? So the maintenance projects nowadays, mostly maintenance projects, because everybody they have implemented their computerization is actually done, and they have implemented so many software for their companies. But mostly we have to understand now, mostly maintenance projects are available in the market. Very few new projects will come up. So you have to be understand what is actually maintenance also. So maintenance, there are change request process and all this actually. These are actually important things, because nobody doesn't discuss about the maintenance mostly. They will tell about the testing and installation, then the course will be closed. But the main challenge is nowadays mostly maintenance projects. So you have to understand, once you entered into the real world, you have to understand the testing at the same time maintenance also.
Okay.
So that's what actually I have mentioned this maintenance in this area. If you go like if you Google also, you'll not find this mostly in maintenance as a you'll not find mostly maintenance.
Okay.
Simple installation, then the development life cycle is done. But okay, as part of our course, we will discuss this point also. It is very important because of nowadays maintenance projects are in demand.
Okay.
Okay. So you have any questions in this area?
Actually, let me once again go through this. If I have any, I'll ask tomorrow.
Yeah. This actually. I will share the PPTs tomorrow, because I need to work on these areas. Okay. Then tomorrow I will. Anyway, this actually tomorrow each and every point we will discuss. But now today agenda is what is software testing and what are the objectives of software testing, and what is the what are the principles of software testing. So let me recap. So what is software testing? Software testing is nothing but it is the intention to find out the defects, to improve the quality. And what are the objectives of software testing? To find out more number of defects, and to make your application or project or software more reliable, And to achieve your goals, there should be some principles. So we have already discussed the testing principles. So we will stop here today because it will definitely more. If I cover, you have to cover more in your day to day, so you will feel hectic. So we will go in a smoother way, in the initial way. Once you are comfortable, we will do fast, no problem.
Okay.
So when you have to very fast, when you have to be very slow, based on my experience, I'm just telling very slowly now. So we will stop today as of like this point actually, and we will resume our session tomorrow.
Okay.
So you have any questions, you can ask now, or you can come up with your questions tomorrow. No problem.
Okay, sure.
You have any questions now? We'll.
Yeah, as I said, let me go through what you taught today. If I have any doubts, I will definitely ask tomorrow.
Okay. Okay.
Actually, tomorrow SDLC class will be there. 1 hour.
Yeah. Okay. What is actually SDLC? Anyway, we have covered today, and what are the actually phases in SDLC we have covered as of now. So we will go by each and every point actually. Anyway, yesterday I already told what is SDLC, but for more like understanding, I will go each and every point. I will show like tomorrow agenda. Maybe I already shown yesterday. So what is feasibility study and what are the actually things happening in the real time? What will be the output? That is very important. So these are the actually for interview specific. These are the most important areas for you. So if you go videos, if you go any books, you'll find out all this. But what are the output actually you'll not find mostly. That is very important. And if you understand what are the like what will be the end result, definitely you'll understand more.
Okay.
So interview specific, you will be very comfortable. That is the intention. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, Srikanth. Okay, coming to like where you are in which area? Like you are in Hyderabad? Oh, SR Nagar. Good, good. So, like, can you give brief about yourself? Like, I have forgot yesterday you are told, but for more understanding about your.
Actually, I'm from Rajahmundry. For the sake of job, I have come here in search of job. So working as staffing and recruitment in some MNC HR company in Malapur.
Oh, good. So now you are into HR team.
Yeah, HR. It's US equipment. We place employees for ERP modules in US. We have an office there,
good.
and
Okay.
it is branch here.
Okay, okay. So, okay, good, good. Your role is good, and if you learn, definitely, where are the vacancies? No need to worry. You have like you have to prepare thoroughly, and you have to give a good interview. That is more than enough for you, I think.
Yes.
Good, good. Anyway, we'll like I will try to do my best, and I will give more examples for more understanding, and for interview specific also we will cover, and we will do small project actually. What is actually we will do in the real time, so you will better understand. For better understanding purpose, we will do all these activities.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. Okay. We will wind up these sessions. Bye. We'll meet tomorrow. Good night.
Good night.